So basically, it's the FA. The FA pretty much are the people who have messed this whole handball thing around. These dudes. So, do a little read up. Shout out to whoever wrote this article I'm referencing and put it on my Twitter. IFAB, International Football Association Board. So these are the guys that come up with the ruling. And for me, I was directing my hate towards and saying, who are these nerds, geeks who've never played the game, come up with this dumbass rule as to if the ball hits your hand, it's a handball. Well, this season, they said that yes, if the ball hits your hand, it's a handball, but you now should interpret whether there is any unnatural movement of the arm. So what I'm saying, you can interpret if there's any unnatural movement of the arm, and if is deemed to be intentional. So what most people do is referees can now interpret. So when you now go to the monitor, the referees can interpret that was there any unnatural movement? Was this intentional or was it unintentional? But the Premier League and the FA being the geniuses that they are, didn't put this into the ruling. We were like, nah, there is no referee discretion here. Nope. It is cut and dry. If the ball hits dude's hand, it's a handball. So for a dude like Eric Dyer, who had no idea that the ball hit his hand, my thing is, what's the point of the referee even going over to the monitor? All the referee then the referee doesn't even need to waste time. All the referee needs to know is that did it hit his hand? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, it's a penalty. That's it. So it's because the whole point of going to the monitor is where the referee now has to look and now make his decision, and it is off to his discretion because he's the referee and down to his own interpretation is that, you know what, I think this is a penalty. I don't think this is a penalty. I think this was a natural movement. No, I think this was an unnatural movement. So it is down to the referee to now decide that. But if the referee is not deciding anything, and it is the ball hits, because the ball hits in the hand, a machine can do that. If maybe my machine can do that. Like there is no human intelligence or interpretation required for this crap. So that really is the issue. Because my thing is, because I was just watching some ESPN FC today, and then which is what everyone said. Because I remember this happening because the thing now is I can just hit the ball at your hand intentionally. I remember France '98 Baggio. I think it was Italy against Chile. Italy against Chile or Italy against someone like that. And I remember, I think it must have been Chile. And Baggio literally he just shot the ball at dude's hand, and it was a penalty. I was like, oh my god! And this was back in '98. I was saying that, man, what if guys just kept on smacking balls at guys' hand? If at any point it hits your hand, it's a handball. But now, so if you're a smart player, you can just 1v1 into the box, do a little ding towards the guy's arm. If his arms are down, then boom, it's a handball. So that is the slippery, dangerous slope that we cannot come back on, because anybody with a brain knows that, first of all, give it to the referee to interpret. And any referee with a brain will look and say, did this player either knowingly handball it, or was his hand in an unnatural position? Because it's quite hard to jump like a penguin or jump like if you don't have any arms. You can only jump moving your arms around and so forth. So, because the whole point, and this is where we now get to the spirit of the game and the spirit of football. The beauty of football is that it is difficult to score. And there have to be rules in place that make it hard to score. But if we're not giving away penalties so easily, and most professional players, there is an 8% chance of them scoring a penalty. For any top player, there's a 90% chance of them scoring a penalty. So giving away a penalty is almost just giving away a free goal, pretty much. So the whole point of it is that it is hard to gain a penalty. You have to really work hard to gain a penalty. So it has to be a clear-cut foul. It has to be in a proper clear handball. Because, and I mean, for Premier League, I just don't understand why you wouldn't follow the IFAB's ruling, which clearly stated that this is now open to the referee's interpretation with regards to unnatural movement. Because for the penalties that we've been given, that whole thing has been discarded. So wait, what is wrong with the FA? First of all, you decide to do this dumbass, stupid, absolutely dim-witted thing with where, oh no, we're cool, we're going to be different. And we're now going to not allow referees to go over to the monitor. Everyone complains, say this is stupid. Now you now change it. Yet again, no, you know what? We're not gonna allow referees to actually referee and interpret what is or isn't an intentional handball. If it's a hit hand, it's a foul. People are complaining and they will change again. So my thing is that once this now changes back to something that's sensible, maybe the FA will say that if you breathe too much or if you shake your leg too much, you're going to be given a booking for indecent exposure or some crazy stuff like that. So I mean, it's stupid, man. It's stupid. Like, be sensible with this handball rule. Be sensible with this handball rule, because it is ruining the game, and clever players, skillful players will exploit it. It is very easy to be exploited, because players with the skill and with the know-how will cleverly try to smack that ball at someone's hand, and for them they're saying, wait a minute, if the ball hits the hand in the area, no matter what, it's a handball. Managers will say to themselves, bro, if you're in the box, bro, do a little dink. Because it's almost like, how you have, it's breaking. Now, only highly skilled players can do this, but there are many that's why you have highly skilled players who can time it and do colo, put the ball through a guy's legs. So it's something that highly skilled players cannot time it to perfection and cleverly dink the ball to a guy's hand when he's not noticing. Slippery slope, FA Premier League, you bunch of moronic bricks, sort it out.